Another video. How exciting. Today we are going to do a longer video. If you can read the title, today we are doing Journey of the Idiots. The story is going to follow the Continental soldiers as they travel through the dead winter to free up their buddies. Well, Loyalists in Boston. But first we need to start from the beginning. It starts with Benedict Arnold and his search for glory, going up to Fort Ticonderoga. Now, this story you're all probably familiar with, but for those that didn't have to do 7 long years of American history, we will be covering some basics on the Battle of Fort Ticonderoga. Benedict Arnold wanted to gather forces as he went to Fort Ticonderoga, and fortunately, he got exactly what he wanted. He met up with a resistance movement called the Green Mountain Boys, which were actually, coincidentally, planning the exact same thing, raiding Fort Ticonderoga. Unfortunately for them, though, they got into a heated argument about who was going to be in charge. Unfortunately for Benedict Arnold, Ethan Allen, the leader of the Green Mountain Boys, got the power to lead the entire battle. They only came up with the agreement because soldiers began going home. On the morning of May 10th, 1775, the Green Mountain Boys and Benedict Arnold sneaked up across to Fort Ticonderoga by boat. When they reached the shore, they launched a surprise attack on the fort. Most of the garrison was sleeping and were completely caught off guard. The small engagement resulted with the British immediately surrendering to the Green Mountain Boys and Benedict Arnold, though it didn't really have a lot of resistance since the British were half asleep at the time. And now, awkwardly, we are at the siege of Boston. If you want to know about it, look it up, because I was way too lazy to do it. To put it short, the Americans had the British stuck, and they had hills overlooking the entire city. A good position for artillery. The only problem is that they didn't have any. The good thing is that they know exactly where to get this artillery. As we just explained, Fort Ticonderoga, the fort that the colonial army just took, had a whopping 60 tons of equipment and 59 cannons. You hear that? That is 59 cannons. If this could be brought down to Boston, it could break the siege. And this brings us to another great person. His name is Colonel Henry Knox, a former librarian that joined the war, came up with a crazy plan and proposed to General George Washington. Why was it crazy? You'll have to see that the attack on Fort Ticonderoga happened during the fall. The trip from Boston to Fort Ticonderoga by oxen carrying sleds would mean that he would arrive during dead winter. Cannons cross through the snow. You would have to dismantle the cannons, bring them by boat across a 5,000-foot lake before it froze. Then travel by sled to Boston with oxen, hoping that it snows so they could use those sleds. Everything had to go according to plan, but this is nature. She doesn't care. But to Washington's advisors, this was not the plan that they wanted. They said that they should wait until spring to bring down the cannon. But Washington knew that they couldn't keep up the siege for long. They had to take the risk. So the plan was go. Henry Knox started his journey up north to Fort Ticonderoga. You know what? We'll end it here. We have decided to make this into a series. We'll have a part 2 and we'll finish it off from there. Join us next time to see the journey. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.